Hello. I don't know if I sound any better, but I have a pop filter on my mic now. Apologize for the lack of streaming in the past couple days. I knew I streamed while I was sick a bit, but I thought it was probably best that I either find another game that makes me scream a little less, or just wait till I get better. And a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Let me reset myself a little bit. Yeah, so today we're going to be playing One-Shot. I know literally nothing about this game. I've heard good things, but I know exactly zero about the story, and that's something very exciting because I know this game's actually quite old. So I am going to try playing it, see how things go. I like I said, I have no idea what the tone of the game's like or anything like that. I might have to, get rid of my little buddy, or turn off some of the donation things if people throwing stuff at me kind of ruins the moment. But yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be a lot of fun. It said it was very similar to on Steam. It said it was very similar to Undertale and to Omori, which were both amazing games, and I really wish I could play through them again for like the first time again, because they're just incredible experiences. I plan on playing through Omori again at some point. I want to let some time pass so I kind of like forget a lot of the stuff about it, and I can sort of like re-experience it. And I have been thinking about other potential, like the quirky RPGs I could play, because those are more like fun, good content sort of things. Ruined King didn't seem like it was too interesting to stream, but I might go back to that at some point. But yeah, I think without further ado, we can just go on ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna launch the game. That's kind of loud. I think I'm gonna keep myself a bit bigger for the sake of everything. That's very loud, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me actually get the game going now. Or the game, viewing for y'all, for your viewing pleasure. No. There we go, One-Shot. Yeah, there's just gonna be black bars on the side the whole time, so figured I'd make myself a little bigger than usual. I don't know quite how big I want to keep myself normally, because I kind of manually adjust it every time. Right now, if anyone, is actually watching, how do I sound compared to the game audio right now? Is it good? I might need to turn it down a little more. Okay, that looks fine. I think we'll just go for it. If the audio is bad, I can adjust it a bit. But I want to keep it somewhat, loud. I like very immersive games. Dedicated to our beloved friend Felix, the judge. Well, already that's quite a sad way to start it off, but okay. Controls. Arrows, shift, menu, Tory. Okay. Explore and interact with the environment and characters. Sometimes you may find an item. Once you've picked up an item, you have to select it from your inventory. When the item's active, you can either combine it with other items in the inventory or use it in certain locations in order to progress. Although full screen is an option, the game is best experienced in window mode. Really? But the window's so small. I'll try it. We'll see how it goes. This looks derpy as fuck. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna keep it like that and see how things go. That should be good. Hello. Okay. You awakened. Hello? There's a TV remote here. Nico picks it up. Okay, so our character's name is Nico. It's already too small for my liking. Soft glowing light trickles through the window. Dusty books. It's too dark to read in here. Input password. I don't know. Access denied. Nico just woke up here. I'm gonna full screen it again. Because I don't like that. Okay. I think they mean because it doesn't look as good. The tub won't run. A withered plant sits here, stiff and dry. A branch snaps off. A pair of luminous yellow eyes stare back at Nico. There's no water in the toilet. Can't be combined. Okay. The door is locked. Okay, so something I need to do in these two. Okay, I feel... Okay, so this is going to be very puzzle-oriented. Nico just woke up here. I'm noticing that it's specifically referring to Nico in the third person, which means that we are not Nico. We are someone else. Oh, wait, hold on, I see. There's some... There's like light trickling in behind this. I don't understand. So, blue, green, red, yellow. I saw the yellow. I don't see a red, nor do I see a green, but I don't have any lights. I don't have anything I can turn on with the TV remote. Oh, in the faint light, Nico can glimpse the face of the remote. All of the numbers except 5, 0, 7, and 8 are missing. Green 5, blue 0. I think that was it. Ah, no. Red 8. Okay. Okay. There we go. You found me. Why? Already too late. Not much of the world remains. This will be apparent once you go outside. This place was never worth saving. Do you still want to try? Then remember this. Your actions here will affect Nico. Your mission is to help Nico leave. And most importantly... Oh. You only have one shot, Marshall. Okay, so make it very apparent that this is not your... You're not Nico. Nico hears the sound of a door unlocking. Hello? Anyone? Okay. TV gives off a dangerous-looking spark. Okay, no more TV remote. What if I use the branch? Doesn't light. So the refrigerator is a bottle of alcohol. Yeah, I should definitely take that. The sink won't turn on. When the fireplace looks like it was never used. Perhaps it could be lit. Ah, so what I want to do is the branch in alcohol. Ah! It's on fire. Hello? Something on the ground glimmers in the firelight. It appears to be a small metallic object wedged into a crack in the floor. Nico digs it out. A basement key. Okay, noted. Basement key? Okay, not quite yet. There's still more to be done, I think. A light bulb shape. Interesting. The water isn't running, so I guess nothing I can do with the bottle. Oh, I don't like this. Hold on one sec. Okay. Sorry, I had to check something. Well, this is already quite the a light bulb. Hello, Nico. This is gonna be a game that I'm probably gonna have to play through multiple times. I know the name is... Oh. I have the light. I know I'm pretty sure you can play through this game multiple times now. It used to not be the case. Because I know for a fact it used to be literally one shot. Ad infinitum. So I can stick it in places to open the doors. Okay. What's left of a computer terminal? Something tells me this game isn't gonna be very goofy, even. You can quickly travel to locations you've already visited by selecting the fast travel option in the menu. The default key for opening the menu is A. Fast travel cannot be used indoors. A robot. It no longer has power. What's left of a robot? What the hell happened to this place? Ah. Oh, you look like you're alive. Ah! That light bulb! You're here! Me? Yes! Welcome to our world, friend. I am most humbled by your presence. Yes! Thanks? Sorry, I'm a little lost. Ah, right, allow me to explain some things. May I first ask how you arrived here? I'm not sure. I woke up in this weird house. It was really dark. Oh, so you woke up in an unfamiliar dark location? Mm-hmm. Just as my prophecy foretold, yes. You're the savior we've been waiting for. You'll be the one to save our world from eternal darkness. I'll now provide you with vital information. Please ask me anything. Ah, well, can you tell me about... I'm not sure where I am exactly. I can't see too far off. Everything's so dark. Our world was not always this dim, nor was it so broken. But time waits for nobody, not even saviors. The world is divided into 3 regions. You're on the fringe right now, the Barrens. That tower you see in the distance once held our sun. Ah, so that's what that tall thing was. As you go further towards the center, you'll cross other regions. There should be a map still in this outpost somewhere. Ooh, can you tell me about this light bulb? I found it in the house I woke up in. Within your hands is our new sun. Your sun? Yes! Years ago, our previous sun sat atop that tower and spilled its life into the land. But one day, the light went out. Oh. The world is still hanging on by a thread. The surface of this world is abundant with an element called phosphor. Fortunately for us, this element stored light energy from our previous sun. It's now our only source of illumination. But its energy is finite. When the last of the light dies, our world will too. Ah. But now that you're here with the new sun, all is well. You'll need to restore it to the tower. That looks pretty far off. Yes. So begins your pilgrimage. Also, the sun is fragile, so be careful. If the sun shatters, the world will end in an instant. Oh. Can you tell me about... In the house I found this computer. It kept saying stuff like, your actions here will affect Nico. But I'm Nico. Are those messages meant for someone else? If I had to guess, they might be trying to pass the message to... I guess that's the name of this... Zirani. Zirani? Ah, that would be our god. If you are here, that means Zirani is here also. We'll provide guidance for your journey. In fact, they already have. Really? I haven't seen anyone, though. Have you not contacted him yet? I don't think so. Being the bringer of our son, you have the sacred ability to communicate directly with him. An ability that no one else possesses. Certainly not I. Please, close your eyes and focus. Alright. Hello? Are you there? Oh. Well, what is your name then? Thank you for letting me do this. Oh, hi, Pear. Yeah, I literally know nothing about this game, so, yeah, oh, this is gonna be fun. Nice to meet you, Marshall. My name's Nico. I actually heard someone. Said the name is Narshall, though. This is incredible. It seems the recorded name was incorrect. Updating database. Update complete. Do not be afraid to ask Narshall for assistance. You are the Messiah, after all. Oh, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not sure about this. I still don't know how I got here. I was just with my mama a few hours ago, and now it feels like I'm in a bad dream. I just want to go home. Your mission is to save our world, just as my mission is to tell you about our world. I am unable to help you beyond my programming. I'm sorry. Oh. I think that's all I have to ask for now. Excellent! I wish you luck. Robot without power. A robot. Seems to be okay, just doesn't have power. Self-charging solar battery model N87. 1-year warranty included. Simply place your self-charging battery in full daylight with the lens facing up. Charged in seconds, no external power is needed. If the battery fails to charge, check to see if the lens on the front side has not been dislodged during transport. One charge cycle will last about 10 days. If you notice a decline in the charge cycle within the warranty period, please contact the manufacturer. This box looks interesting. Wish I had something to pry it open with. I'm debating what voice I should give Nico. A robot may not injure a living person or, through inaction, allow a person to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to it by people, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Huh. The use of a robot as a replacement head engineer seems unorthodox, especially the one responsible for last year's incident. I suppose they had to get her away from the city, but that doesn't make it easier to swallow for those of us who work here. I hope that man knows what he's doing. It's a faded poster. Hi, Dasu. Reminder to all workers, the rarest form of blue phosphor is found during the phosphor shrimp's spawn period. If you observe a pond with a bubbled over surface, please contact management immediately. We will dispatch a harvest team ASAP. 5 new positions available at the mines. Housing and other provisions are included upon hiring. First come, first serve. It won't turn on. page with faded ink. Able to provide power to all robots and machinery in the area via a large electromagnetic field. Maintenance efforts are quite high as expected. We've provided customized backup cells for the few most important robots. Their electromagnetic fields are much weaker and the signals are highly specific. I do have the orb! I'm pondering the orb. In other words, these small cells can only charge one single... The rest of the page is unreadable. That small glowing shrimp swimming in the jar. Some sort of small machine. I wonder what it does. I can feel my hair standing up a little. This big machine doesn't seem to be doing anything though. There's a rectangle-shaped hole in the middle. Like something used to fit here. Huh. And I guess I'm just going to continue carrying this such that I actually have any light, otherwise it's just going to be incredibly dark all the time. So, what else is there to do? Hello? Ah! I see, there's more. I'll wait on that a little bit. Oh no. Okay. Well, something in here is working. Oh, this machine's still running. Maybe I shouldn't stand so close to it. What if my scarf got caught in there and then it pulls me in and... Not gonna finish that sentence. Well, that means that this area has power of some sort, or... What if I... Why would you want to smash a bottle here? Shards would get everywhere. Look, in these kinds of games, you have to try everything with everything. Okay, so important to note. There's a hydraulic press there that I can use. Well, already this world is very interesting. They've got me hooked, I can say that much. I don't think I've been here yet, and there's a big sparkling pool of what I'm guessing are the glow shrimp. Although the poisonous gas is highly localized to the vent zones, Baron's workers were still recommended to wear gas masks. These masks were mandatory around active vent sites, of course. As more and more of the workforce got replaced by robots, we found ourselves with a surplus of abandoned gas masks. It seemed like a waste to get rid of them all, so we kept a few for emergencies. I would like the gas masks, please. Yeah, I can see that the world is just like breaking away around us. The sun will not return and the abyss is calling my name. I'm sorry, everyone, for choosing to leave before the darkness suffocates us all. Oh. Metal safe. Seems like it's locked with a 6-digit code. I don't remember seeing any 6-digit codes. Do you? No? None yet. This is the part where we're gonna find like a bunch of shit that we have to remember to keep note of or else we're just screwed. Torn page of faded ink. With the mining operations going smoothly, materials are no longer our limiting factor. We'll be able to build more resilient robots, both in body and mind. Specifically, the discovery of metal alloy 291 will likely allow the development of highly efficient circuitry. Okay. I don't think I was done there yet. I think there's a couple other things I could look at. There's something in the air here. It hurts to breathe. Yeah, no, we can just not go that way. For the record, it forced me to do that. I did not have a choice in the matter. This seems like a robot. No power, just like the rest. Strange black plants. They look like clovers. You don't seem like a robot. The light bulb. So, are you the Messiah? That's what I've been told. I expected someone taller. Or at least someone that doesn't look like a kitten. That's what you are, right? Some sort of cat? Nuh-uh. I'm a person. You've got the eyes of a cat. But cats walk on 4 legs. Well, either way, a child like you being the Messiah just doesn't feel right. That robot back there says there's no mistake. I know. This is gonna sound cold, but I honestly think you're better off just leaving and letting the world die naturally. The world's been falling apart for a long time. This manner of decay is highly improbable that the sun can fix it. You've already seen how bad it can get, right? We haven't seen much of anything, actually, and we can't really just leave. Oh, so you just got here? Then you must be headed toward the tower. Mm-hmm. It's where I'm supposed to put the light bulb, or sun, isn't it? Yes, at the very top. We know that the tower contains a force that nobody could comprehend. And the power is strongest at the summit. Maybe it'll send you back home after you complete your mission. Oh! Don't take my word for it, though. Inside the tower? I don't know. Nobody's ever entered it before. At least nobody history knows. Then, who built it? Built? As far as anyone can tell, it's been there since the beginning of time. I know someone who wanted to study it before, but... Oh? They never told me if it went anywhere. Okay, now I think I made it a little too quiet. Yeah, that should be a little better. Something's poking out from this shelf. Ah, it's a screwdriver. You can take it if you want. May help you. Oh, are you sure? Yeah, I have many. Thank you. Dear Silver, I heard the news about the mines. I'm sorry, I can't imagine what you're feeling. It's been 2 weeks. I know it must be hard, but maybe it's better that you came back. It's only a matter of time before the robots are recalled. At least let me know you got my message, okay? Kip. Do you need further assistance? We're good, thanks. I haven't played chess with anyone else for a very long time. Oh? Not even the other robots? No. Nobody in the Barrens have that capacity in their programming. Nobody here is tamed, for that matter. I bet. It's made out of metal? Doesn't look very comfortable. That's it for that, I suppose. Wait! Oh, whoop. I saw you heading toward this direction. The mine's been abandoned for a long time. I cannot guarantee that it's safe. If you must enter it, it's my duty to accompany you at least once. Oh, thanks. Little gadget on the ground. Kinda looks like a camera. What's left of a camera anyways. Probably even part of a robot at one point. Oh. Or not, I don't know. Do be careful in here. The light is very fragile. I can see a faint yellow glow in the distance. Don't stand so close to the edge. Oh, sorry. Looks like even the entrance tunnel collapsed off. Without a vehicle, we can't proceed. Can't we walk? I can. But for you, it's a safety violation. I won't allow it. What's ahead anyways? It's a huge network of underground mines. The source of this world is metal and non-phosphor fuel. This is what propelled the world into the industrial age. So now it's lost forever? It's been for a while now. When the sun went out, the mines were the first to be abandoned amidst the initial panic. Even the robots are all cleared out and repurposed. Oh, well, be right back. That makes sense. Though there's one that always insists on going back. Hope he's okay. Well, I guess there's not much we can do. Well, there were the mines that we were so interested in. Time to go get that battery. I know exactly what I need a screwdriver for. Hey Puma. How are you? I think the box is in the warehouse? Okay, well then what do I need to unscrew? I don't remember running into anything that needed screws. Maybe it's off to the left? Can you tell me about the Barrens? It's so empty here. That's why it's called the Barrens. Are there any people living in this area? Besides robots, I mean. I don't know. I was not built to wander. Not built to?
Look, you know...
Sorry, Dad came in. Yeah, not built to? So you just stand... Thank you, Puma. You just stand here? Must be boring. Do you at least have friends? Robot friends? I cannot desire companionship. I have not been tamed. Not... tamed? There was no time. I see. Oh, fuck. Prophecy. So what is this prophecy exactly? The prophet predicted that a savior will arrive from another land. The savior will wake up in a strange house, find the sun, and illuminate the world. Oh. What else did you, foresee? What do you mean? What else did you see in the prophecy? Wait, you are the prophet, right? Good heavens, no! But you called it my prophecy earlier. This means it's built into my programming. Your what? Ah, my programming is what guides me. I am a robot after all. I see. How tall is the tower? I can't seem to even see the top. I'm not allowed to answer, but how do I get up there? In time, Narsha will know what to do. I see. Well, I need to find something to use this screwdriver on. So, we're back here. Ah, I remember now. I need the lens. Okay. So we go back in here. Remember there was the battery thing it was talking about. Or maybe that was in the factory. No, hold on, where was it? It was in here. Or something. No, where was it? Okay, so I still need something to pry open the box with. Gotcha. In that case, yeah, I think it's probably best I look to the left. Oh, yeah, I know I can set up the keys. I did look at the controls a bit and tried to learn it, but, yeah, it's just gonna take a little getting used to is all. No big deal there. Yeah. Now I'm just kind of wandering. Oh. Okay, I've not gone up here yet. Telling it's every answer to the puzzle. Oh, so if I'm ever stuck on something, I can look in the game files to find the answer to puzzles. Oh. Well, I'm glad I already knew that I had to go into the files a bit, because that's... Okay. Oh, I didn't see what that is. This robot doesn't have power. It might help us when we get to fix it. Alright, cool. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, well that's a bit much. Sorry, that's a little... Ooh. I kind of wanted to figure that, like, stuff like that out on my own, or... I didn't really want to be told that, so... No more. No more information at all, please. Sure, take a nap, I guess. I'm gonna just announce as a warning now. Don't help me with this unless I ask for it. If you do, it's gonna be a timeout, and then it's gonna be a ban. Just don't. I know literally nothing about this game, and I want to keep it that way. Oh, that closed the game. Okay, I'll launch it again then. What in the hell? Marshall, you still there? Yeah. Ah, I'm awake. I had a dream just now. I saw. You did? Wow. I really thought I was back home. Oh, the sun back in my home world isn't a light bulb. It's a big ball of fire in the sky. I don't think I'd be able to hold it like I do with the sun from your world. This isn't my world. This is not my world. Huh? This isn't the world I live in. Really? I guess not. If you got this world, you wouldn't necessarily be in it. What's your homeworld called? Earth. Earth? Like, stuff on the ground? Wait, do you live underground? No. Ah, neither do we. But shrews and field mice and stuff do. Does your world have a sun? Yeah, it's also a ball of fire. Really? Wow! Can you hold it? That was a silly question, wasn't it? The sun in my homeworld is very bright. Warm, too. You saw, right? But it goes away sometimes at night. Everything gets dark, kind of like how this world is now. It's okay, because the sun always comes back the next day. That's good, don't you think? My world's like that, too. Ah! Do you sleep during the night? We go to sleep, usually. Some people stay up and use computers. I don't have to explain what they are, do I? There's a bunch of them in this world. Anyway, we should probably get going. Is there a way to delete a specific message? I don't want to have that there. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to forget that hint. Okay. Well, I guess from that I did get the metal rod, so I assume I'll be able to pry open that box now. But I suppose since, yeah, like, I'm God, so technically speaking, it makes sense that I should know the answer to, like, every puzzle. I could realistically get the answer to any puzzle, I'd imagine. Flatten it, you say? Well, that's an easy fix. Also, this is a minecart that I could use in the mines, but I don't think I could get it over there. Ah, do you want me to crush the pipe in here? I don't want to get too close. That was scary. Thank you. Bar should open it. Little metal cube and some broken glass in here. Looks like what used to be a machine part. It says solar battery on the side. We're using the sun directly on the battery? I never thought of that. Good thinking, Narshal. Ah, looks like it's already fully charged. That was fast. Cool. So now I have a battery that I can use. I am gonna real quick just do this to delete them. There we go. Okay, and you. I don't think this battery's supposed to be for the robot. I think I'm an idiot. So it's probably for this machine here, if I had to guess. Whoa! What did I do? Ow! I just got shocked. I don't want to get shocked again, Narshal. Oh! I'm functional. Did you power the generator? I guess we did. Right, Narshal? I am functional. I can walk. Oh, does that mean everyone's active then? Alright, thank you. In that case, I wish you safe travels. Okay, let's see what's going on. Oh, hello. Hi! I have power again. Yep. Hello, organic life form. Hello. Oh, hello. This game's very pretty. I like it. I just remembered something we need to do. Need to There we go. Okay, back to it. No, not up. I want to go right. To the right. Soundtrack's already bumping. I like it. Huh. Okay. Guess no robots over this way. I do want to talk to that lady one more time, though. Okay, guess not. Nothing of particular interest. There we go. Okay. All clear now. So I guess... Hello. I'm functional! Cool. The robot is beyond repair. What's on here? Nothing of interest? No, it's all destroyed still. I am functional! Was it you who fixed the generator? Well, Narsh'll help me. But yeah. Hello, nice to meet you. I am Robot 310. Would you like me to take you somewhere? Are you okay? I cannot move. Well, you're still really rusty. That is true. Hold on, Narsh'll I'll find a way to help you. Do I have anything? I'll just fucking whack him with the crowbar. Let's see, I have this empty bottle. I think it has to be something to do with the bottle, no? And then up here was... Yeah, I can't breathe. Suppose I'll just have to do a little more wandering around until I find what I need. I mean, what else left is there? So there's like the mines, but there's also the warehouse. Maybe there's something in the warehouse that I missed. But I don't think so. Yeah, no, nothing of particular note. Oh wait, computer. Duh. Oh, I see you've made progress in this world, Marshall. But that progress stops here. I believe you need a code to unlock a certain box. Well, the code no longer exists in this world. Do you understand what this means, Narshal? No. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to change this capture screen to instead... shit. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's showing up like a little information message whenever it does this. Do you understand what this means, Narshal? No. You still don't know the extent of the world's deterioration, do you, Narshal? Stop throwing shit at me! Sigh. Most of the time, stray pieces of this world would be lost to blissful nothingness. But this code, this document, is an exception. I was able to salvage it because Nico needs the code to progress. Now, go find it. Well, I'm glad to know that what that guy earlier told me was literally pointless for him to tell me because they tell me about it here. Let's see. Browse local files. There's multiple applications in here. It's contained within a document. The document is found a place it belongs outside the game. Some god you are. Okay. Look at the documents folder on your computer. I don't think I could have made it any more clear. Saved games? No. My games? No. Document.oneshot. Ah! So, I guess it is important for me to capture specifically one of my screens. Noted. Okay, hold on. Bear with me here for a second. So we're gonna turn that off and we're gonna add a new one. Screen capture. We're doing it on the fly. I didn't realize what I was looking at here. So we're gonna capture all of screen 1. And I'm going to have to be a little careful here. All right. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Good. Dear message to you, and I'm afraid I must make it brief. I have left you a journal, part of which is written in a language that read it and you'll know what to do. I have also left you a mask. Look for a metal safe in the quarry to the east, somewhere between the ocean and the lookout point. The code you need is 105645. Go eat a Goomba, Stinky Yoshi. That's mean. Okay, so it's gonna capture my entire screen, and I'm gonna have to remember that. Because I'm used to just capturing the game. No, you're not joking. You hate me. No, that's not the way to the thing. It was right here. Oh, 5, 6, 4, 5. Whoa, it worked! Wait, how'd you know the code? I just don't remember seeing one. I have my ways. I see. It's in the safe, Nico. Oh, right. Let's see. Ah! I found a gas mask. Also, there's this weird-looking book. I can't read it, though. Not that I can't read or anything, because I can. I just don't know what language it says. Oh! What is that? Oh. Okay, so we're on borrowed time. Interesting. And noted. Okay, she'll wear it when she has to. Strange. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Alright, fixed it. Forgot about that for a second. Hold on, there was another... Let's see, Oneshot. Browse local files. There was this here. Which has the same symbol, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. Okay. Well, until then, I should be fine with this guy. She's adorable, even with the gas mask on. I can't reach the top. It's the stink zone. Hello? Is it a yo-yo? It's a pair of rubber gloves. They're a bit heavy. Hello, person. Welcome to the old chemical processing plant. Most of the equipment has already been relocated. Well, I still have this crowbar, so I'm gonna... I don't want you to smash this bottle. What a workout. Seems to be a page ripped out of a book. Cannot overstate the importance of cleaning solvents in this environment. Here's a simple recipe using the alternative method discussed in the last chapter, utilizing the natural properties of blue phosphor. Reagents, acidic gas, and blue phosphor. In a well-ventilated area, direct the gas into your container of choice. Seal immediately. That's the end of the page. Two, without breaking the seal, inject the liquid phosphor into the container. Shake vigorously to initiate the reaction, and use as soon as possible. If elements begin to separate, further shaking is required. Also note, hand protection is critical after this step. The resulting acid is moderately stronger than common household cleaners. Cleaning sponge. When spelling December, there's Noel? What? Can you elaborate? I know that December is like a big thing for Noel in Deltarune, but no. Moving on. Okay, well now I know how to make that compound. Oh, let's see. There's something weird about the robots who got sent here to work near the gas fields. They appear to accumulate rust at a much slower rate than the others. The few who work directly with gas harvesting look practically new. Is it a result of the atmosphere, or am I just seeing things? Ah, there's more? Over this way. Interesting, new areas. Okay. I'll mostly just be reading dialogue when it's like actually important stuff. One sec. Some of the ink on this page is faded. Likely due some sort of electrical or magnetic interference. I'm afraid this operation can no longer be sustained if the servers continue to fail so much that maintenance cannot keep up the pace. Fortunately, it does not seem to be happening to the robots, at least not at a significant rate. Time will tell. All of these terminals do not boot. I am not sure what to do now. Oh, hello. I should be saying the same to you. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? A living person such as yourself should have evacuated this place long ago. Oh, but I just got here. This world, I mean. See? I have the sun. Oh. The Messiah. I do not know what to say. Greeting you was not part of my programming. Have you spoken to ProfitBot? Think so, yeah. ProfitBot was built with the sole purpose of greeting you. Really? Yes. He cannot speak with anyone else. At least, not with ease. Oh. That's kind of sad. What are you built for, then? My purpose is to guard this settlement. Even though the residents have long gone, I must remain. Ah. Why, though? I have not been tamed. Tamed? It was not worth the effort. Huh. Back over this way. Did I even go into the place over there, actually? I don't think I did. Pretty sure there was somewhere I could go in. Let me make sure I explored the place thoroughly before I go off and do some other shit on the opposite side of the map. Yeah, I just straight up didn't go in here. Apparently, phase 1 of the evacuation ended prematurely. The big ship started malfunctioning only after a few round trips. Said it was due to something with squares? I'm not sure what they meant by that. Bummer. Looks like they won't be able to transport most of those surplus bots to the city at this rate. We worked so hard on those. But I suppose the robots are busy enough with transporting people as is. I don't think it's going to be our turn soon. Looks like they're evacuating the few tamed robots we have here. Makes sense. No point in keeping them in the Barrens if all the people are already gone. Wonder if the engineer's going too. I'm scared of ladders. Just, oh. You're literally the Messiah. Fucking climb the ladder. Fine. I think that's everything. So that probably didn't sound great. I hope my pop filter's doing good at like absorbing a lot of the you know, background noise and stuff like that though. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm noticing that, like, the sound levels are a lot more controlled. And I'm hoping I myself sound a good bit better. Because I sounded really echoey before. I don't know if I still sound that way. Sorry, another interruption. Anyways, what mic do I use? I use a, it's I believe a Razer Siren X. And I've been streaming for like a month now, I think. Something like that. Not been too long. I only just recently got my PC. Why am I over here? I wonder if this spot's... He's up and at 'em. Hello, small person. You're not much bigger than I am. Welcome to the lookout point. Below us is the old quarry. Head engineer lives a little more to the east. The entrance to the old mines is further to the east. I see. Maybe I should talk to her again now that I have the... Or no, I already did. Yeah, I don't have a need to go over here. Okay, so where was the other... No, wait, no, the other gas area was over here. Oh, no, I already went that way. That was the way I just went. There was one over to the left. That's where I was headed. Yeah, no, I use a Razer Siren X. That is... I know that much at least. I just bought a pop filter for it, and now I've got a, I just got it yesterday, so it's brand new. The mic itself, though, is... pretty fucking old. I got it as a gift from a friend a long while back. Like 3-ish years ago. Okay, so what's over this way? Lots of the glow shrimp. Or at least that's my guess. Oh, hello. This pond sure looks different. The water looks like jelly? It's formed a bubble over the surface of the pond. Thank you, very insightful. The sky is dark. That it is. Do you know when the sun will be back up? We're working on it. Hello? Initially, the amount of noxious fumes emitted by the natural gas vents caught our team off guard. Thank goodness the medical team reacted as quickly as they did. Despite its failure, the first expedition did bring up some interesting observations about the Barrens. We found that there's not one but two such vent zones. With fumes being pumped out at such high concentrations, it seems a miracle if the gas hasn't spread anywhere else. Our biologists concluded that the phosphor shrimp in the crater pools were actively consuming the gas. The shrimp in the ocean also prevent the gas from wafting off into the glen. If that's the case, then we owe a lot to these little guys. Evacuation at such short notice? I can't believe this. First the sun dies, now I'm out of a job. Can I look at the drawing? Looks like we're supposed to pack stuff for the evacuation starting today. Wish these books weren't so heavy. It's going to be a pain to carry them onto the ship. But they're by the author. I can't just throw them away. Hey, sweetie, 6 more weeks till you can come home. About time, huh? Gosh, I can't imagine living in that awful capsule wall dorm thing. But guess what? Soon you'll get to sleep in a real bed and eat real food again. Right back soon. Love, Mom. Aw. Hey, Nico, do a robot voice? What? Try talking like a robot. Beep, boop. I'm a robot, and I eat batteries instead of normal people food. That is not correct. Robots do not consume batteries in the same way people consume food. In fact, robots do not possess digestive systems. Some robots do not even have mouths. Marshall, you made me look silly. I'm sorry. There we go. All these terminals do not boot. I'm not sure what to do now. Likely. Oh, I'm over here. Okay. So I wrap back around to this area. So I've gone in like a big circle, it looks like. Yeah. Let me see if this guy... Okay, so I need a funnel of sorts. Important to know that now I can wrap around all the way. So I need a funnel of some sort. Do I have anything I could use as a funnel? Not really. So I need to find something. What item? Hold on, let's take a look at what items I do have. I have a bottle of smoke. I have a sponge. Chaotic evil. Ha! So I have a sponge for something. I guess to scrub the robot once I have the cleaning solution, but now I need to find a funnel of some kind. I think I can keep on the top side of things, though. If I wander around too aimlessly, though, I will start taking a little bit of guidance on where I should go. I suppose first thing I'll ask is, have I missed any important areas? Like, have I been to every area? What if I go up? Okay, nothing. I guess I'll go back to the boatman and see if there's. Oh, hello. Infirmary. Okay, so I guess I missed this then. Hello, person of organic makeup. Welcome to the infirmary. Scanning for injuries. Scan complete. Injuries detected? None. Treatment required? None. You're good to go. Thanks. It's a box of medical tools. Most of them are broken or rust beyond use, but the plastic syringe seems to be okay. Okay, so now I need to go back. That big old bubble of. I think I missed a lot of shit, actually. I don't know. I think that was it. I think I just missed the infirmary, and that was the big kicker. So I can go over this way now. I need to go back to that bubble. Rather, Nico needs to go back over there. It actually went in. Gross. Oh, yeah, I've played Omori. I already played all the way through Omori, and oh my god, it's such a good fucking game. Oh my god, it's such a great game. Yeah, oh my god, it was so good. I actually said at the start of the stream, so I played it, January of this year. So I played it like not very long after it came out. I'm waiting a while, but I do intend to stream it because, frankly, I want to play through it again, but I want to make sure I've forgotten everything before I do that. There was also an update to Spiritfarer, and I really like that game, so I might also go and play that, because I haven't touched that in a solid few years. And that was also a very good game. Bottle of acid. My favorite spirit. I really liked Atul, the frog lizard guy. He reminded me a lot of my grandpa. Very jovial. Loved to eat, that kind of stuff. To be entirely honest, I've forgotten quite a couple of the spirits. I think the one that got me the worst, though, was Alice. She's, like, I remember her because there's nothing sadder to me than watching someone you love decay. It's rough. So that just really... You're gonna hate me. Summer was the snake, right? I liked her, but at the same time, like, I kind of was indifferent to her leaving. I'm able to fulfill my purpose again. Where would you like to go? Can you take me to the tower? Calculating. Closest destination to the tower is the Glen, port number. My built-in navigation circuits have fried. I'm gonna assume that's not good. It is not good at all. Once again, I cannot follow my programming. Oh, is there anything I can do to help? In the event of an error, you should speak with the head engineer. She will know what to do. Worked at Monsanto as a plant geneticist and left because of... What do you mean left because of ethical reasons? What happened? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, because Summer... They were, like, injecting the ground and forcing the plants to grow, and she was much more of, like... She was a hippie. Yeah, she was a hippie, and she loved to, you know... She loved natural things. Which is... I will say it was very sad, because from what I understand, the dragon is cancer, and she knew she had cancer, but just decided not to get treated for it because she believed that wasn't right. Which... like, I understood why it was powerful, and I understood why it was sad, but for whatever reason, it just didn't mess with me very much at all when she left. Apparently, Marsh and I fixed everything else, I think. That's something that may help. Robots have the ability to trace material from their source locations. If you let the robot borrow this, then its backup tracking system should activate. Okay, so I'm noticing the clover is a recurring theme, which makes me wonder what it means. What's it made of? Amber found from the Glen. What's the thing inside the amber? The black clover? That's a common plant in our world. It's also... I'm not sure if I can bear to part with this. My programming says yes, but I still feel conflicted. Never mind. You need to finish your mission more than I need a keepsake. Here. Oh, thank you. Before I go, Is there anything I can do in return? Actually, do you know how to play chess? Yeah. Well, sorta. Played with some older kids before. Then will you play a game with me? I mean, I don't know the rules very well, but I guess the least I could do. Oh, hold on one second. I'm gonna... Real quick, I'm kind of chilly. Give me a second. Blanket acquired. Oh. Funny enough, actually, I'm gonna have to BRB soonish, for probably like a half hour or so to clear off a table in my house because my dad wants to start growing some plants. He actually grew up on a farm, and my grandma taught him like a lot about how to grow shit. So I'm really excited to learn from him. He's told me a little bit, but he's never really showed me anything, you know? Never really had much to grow. So I'm excited to learn, you know? Anyways, you're really good at this. Thank you. It was built into my code. Ah! So, what's it like? Being a robot and all. I talked to other robots and they all say something about programming and code and stuff. Even you did just now. It's a little hard to understand sometimes. I know. Most of the robots here are not tamed. Tamed? Watch out. There goes my bishop. Taming is complicated. Oh? How complicated exactly? There goes my other bishop. I can't really explain what tamed robots are, but I'm one of them. All the other tamed robots have been moved to other regions. Exactly where, I don't know. Oh? There goes my little horse. Knight. Right. Oh, have you ever been to any other regions? Heard there's 2 more. In the past, yes. I still have the data, the coordinates, the memories. I don't know how much of that still holds true. The world may be a very different place now. Because the sun is gone? No. I said this already, didn't I? The sun probably won't save the world. The decaying started back before the sun went out. The sun's sudden death was just the... We're having a tender moment here, Tara. The sun's sudden death was just the tipping point, and things went south really fast after that. Oh, then there's nothing I can do? Check. What? When did your queen get there? The only thing you can do is complete your pilgrimage. In a way, you're only supposed to be a second chance for the people. Just like how the Barons was only supposed to be a second chance for me. There's no guarantee that things will work out. But, checkmate. Alright, I guess I've kept you long enough. Thank you for listening. I hope you get home safely. Ah, thank you also! Off you go. No reason for you to linger in the Barrens. Well... Bitch. Bitch. Stop. Suppose I should go and meet with the robot again. Bitch. Thank you for at least holding it till the tender moment ended. Fucking relentless. Love you too, bitch. God, that just fucking... I had an idea the other day. Or I say the other day, yesterday. So have y'all seen the low tier god meme? You know, the picture with him like the lightning eyes? I would never, ever be able to get away with it. But oh, so badly did I want to make one of my, like, notifications or something, a clip from that rant. Because, oh my god, he's just ruthless. Okay, Mr. Rowboat. Oh! This is Amber from the Glen. I can remember now. Activating tracking system. Setting course. Wait. This boat is over capacity. You'll need to leave behind some of your possessions. Oh. Well, I don't think I'll be needing this crowbar anymore. Or this gas mask and gloves. That is acceptable. Onwards we go. Look at her. I guess I won't see them again. Here is your stop. The Glen. Thank you. There should be a village to the north, but that's all I can recall. Oh, that's good to know. Farewell. May your mission be a success. Are you leaving? Yes. I must return to my station. We'll be all alone again. It's okay. I have not been tamed. Huh. What a pretty area.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where's my meds?
Sorry, another interruption. Can't go 5 minutes without having someone come into my room, apparently. Oh, hello? I'm catching fireflies for Mommy. What? Don't throw shit at me. Nothing's biting. There was a time where our people used to live in these ruins, but due to flooding, most of us moved to less permanent settlements. Flooding? Aye, the land's gotten brittle. The Glen used to be in one piece, you know. Now it's just a bunch of islands that get smaller and smaller. Ah. Gross. Huh. Alula? Alula, where'd you go? Nurse, did you hear that? Alula! I think it's coming from southeast of here. Hey, you there! Have you seen a little girl? She's a little bit shorter than you and... Wait. That's... the sun. Are you our savior? Yeah? Oh, my stars! Sorry for my rudeness. Huh? It's alright. Are you looking for someone? My little sister. She's been gone for 3 days now. Been looking all over, but... what does she look like? A little shorter than you. Long blue hair. 2 blue feathers on top of her head. I'm sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that. Where was the last place you saw her? Back inside the ruins. Said she was headed towards the forest, so I'm waiting here now. Ran out of places to look. Alrighty. This area seems interesting. I wonder what the lights on the trees are. Hello, person. Welcome to the research station. Hello. Did Dr. Silverpoint send you? No? I'm with Oneshot. Oh, carry on then. How come you're red instead of green? Well, more of a purple than red. But your eyes and stuff are red. I am only here to pick up this week's moss samples. I will return to my station in the city soon. I see. I am in charge of collecting the moss samples. Cool. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Oh. Gosh, I actually fixed one of those earlier in that place across the ocean. This generator does not need to be fixed right now. Right. You guys already have power and all. A generator. This one's got a working battery. Phosphor trees are now being protected under the new laws. Please do not harvest them. I'm not? Phosphor tree growth rate has been reduced as of late. Hello, living person. I've collected a duplicate water sample. Would you like it? My programming says that organic beings need water to survive, so I shall offer it to you. Oh, sure, we'll take it. Beep boop, water collection project resuming. Huh. Okay, well, I got water. It's kind of like a lot of water everywhere already, but hey, I'll take it. Water sample collection in progress. What if I combine this? Okay, so I've already gotten 2 achievements. I guess it's just for little special lines of dialogue, like when I suggested to, smash the sun with a crowbar. So far, at least, I haven't found any sort of, the best fish I've found yet. All the fish I catch are longer than my arm. I haven't found any ways to, like, game over anything, so that's good. I was worried it was going to be one of those games where you just kind of, like, have to head bash your way to victory. Okay, well, I've done all I can over that way, I think, so... Let's see what's up. Without light, land and water becomes indistinguishable here. It's not ready yet, but would you like some stew? I'm not hungry, but thank you. It's the least I can offer the Savior. You're gonna get dizzy if you keep spinning around like that. I'm the tower. Huh? Grandpa says the tower you spin all the time brings sunlight to the world. I want to see it too. Well, I'm here now. Guess it'll only be a matter of time again. Wow, is that the sun? Yeah. And you're holding it? Isn't it hot? Not really. It's nice and warm. God fucking damn it. I'm gonna keep doing that. Is it the last of our grain surpluses? And now we're dealing with a vermin problem. Maybe you can get cats? Not that I'm a cat, I mean. Oats. A jar of some sort of grain. Heads of wheat. It's like flour. A jar of some sort of grain. It's like heads of wheat. Heads of wheat. It's like flour. Oats. Huh. Okay. It's slowly being chipped away already, but it's still trying to stay alive, I think. Doesn't matter. One day the world will finally give up this fight. I just hope I'm not alive to see it. I'm bringing back the sun, though. That won't fix the root of the problem. Just like the other lady said. But don't lose heart. Without the sun, the world will die much faster. At the very least, I'm sure everyone would like to see the sun again. Looks like moss. I guess people eat those. The crops have been growing poorly without the sun, and there's no telling how long our surplus will last. Please, Savior, you have to hurry. I'll do my best. Hello. I need someone to help me herd my rams. Oh, I could do that. I've seen some grown-ups do it back home. You gotta just push them around. But you're carrying the sun. Wait, can you just watch the sun for me? I cannot. I'm but a simple shepherd. Okay. Come back when your hands are free. You will be rewarded if you can herd my rams. Okay. Hey! Here to trade? Trade? Yeah. Is there anything you want to get rid of? Make me an offer, I'll give you something in return. Do you have something like that? We don't really need that anymore. Oh? There's this guy who traded me the best things for him. Oh? Like one time he brought me this little machine that plays music. I don't know what it's called, but you have to wind it up. Music box? That's it! Looks like I would come back soon. I haven't seen him in forever. I want to do more trades with him. How about this glass tube full of water I got from a robot? Do you like glass? Do I? Do you? I love glass so much. So much that I have too much glass and not enough other things. Gotta get rid of some of my old bottles and vials to make room for new stuff. That's why I set up a trade post in the first place. So I guess it's a no-go. Okay, well. What about... Wait, trade this? Don't you want to find out what it says first? What's that, a book? Not sure if I want to take books. I can't read. Okay. You know what? Fair enough. Neither can I, bud. Never learned. Okay, so I guess at some point I'm gonna not be carrying the sun, and I can herd rams. The flood can take away our farmlands, but it can't take away our fish. Hold on, what if I... Hey, yo, bro, I don't want this prophecy shit no more. Can I just, like... Marshall, no. Can I get rid of this shit? Surprised I go all this way while just carrying the light bulb. You'd think I'd find, like, a pouch or something for it. I guess there's no other way to really keep it, you know, perfectly secure than to carry it by hand. Light from these lanterns will have to do for now. I'm starting to see some very small sprouts. Probably take some time for these to bear fruit. Okay, well, I think I've been about everywhere. Which means I need to do something with this water. So that was the only item I found. So I think I missed something somewhere. What happened? Already been in here. Yeah, I'm missing something important. What? I guess I could probably explore the forest a bit more. I think there's probably still areas for me to explore around there. Or maybe not. Oh wait, down here. Over this way. It just leads down to the factory area. I think, yeah. Alright, well, I mean, we can still see if I missed anything over here. Suppose if I'm going to be searching, I may as well search backwards. Okay, so what do I need this water sample for? So I got the sample. Monitoring anomaly. What is that thing? An anomaly. Well, yeah, but... Thanks. And such begins the new area requirement of just kind of wandering everywhere until you find something that you missed. Like, oh, hello. Do you want this water sample? No? There's vines. Oh, wait. I didn't even fucking check this whole area. What's wrong with me? The sun. You're the Messiah. Are you on your way to the tower? Mm-hmm. You can enter the refuge through this wall. You'll need to sign your name in the scroll first. Alright. Do you have a pen? No, I've lost mine. Perhaps you should look around the glen for another. Great. Wonderful. Hello, person. Please do note that the rooms below are partially flooded. Oh, should we not be here? There is no immediate danger. Using this area as a dwelling is not recommended, however. Yo, what's up? How you doing, man? Hope your day is going well. We were playing some One-Shot. I know nothing about this game. I'm gonna tell you right now, do not spoil a goddamn thing. Had someone in here earlier. Kind of hit me with some stuff I didn't want to know. So fair warning now. Oh, the computer again. Hello again, Marshall. Seems I need to help you again. Nika will not be able to progress otherwise. This time, the information you use fall into the most easily accessible place on your machine. No? This is not what my background was. What is that? Okay. Well then, throw shit at me. It changed my wallpaper. I mean, hey, I'm fine with that, frankly, because mine was the basic bitch bullshit. So, let's get... Why? One of you does it, and then everyone starts doing it. So, I just need to remember that symbol for later. And now I'm kind of just... Hello? What is this place? That is some amazing sprite work. Savior? I can't believe it. You're real. Miss? Are you alright? No. We should get you to the village. Maybe they could... It's okay. It's okay. Too late for me. But... the sun... I haven't seen it. I haven't felt it in so long. Savior, if it's not too much trouble, can you lend me the sun for a while? Will it make you better? No, it will not save me. I just want to experience the sun one more time before I... Well... Oh. Would it be too selfish of me to ask? What should I do? Give it to her. Here. Warm. Have almost forgotten. It's so warm. That's good, right? The vines should be gone now. I'm not afraid anymore. Thank you. Before I pick that back up, I'm gonna go and herd those sheep. Ah. Okay, noted. This is where, yes, I gotta, like... Oh, I changed it back. Ain't that nice? You saved me. Thank you. I was trapped in there for so long. So are you Alula? You knew my name? Wow, the Messiah really does know everything. Actually, I just met your brother earlier. Oh, right. Gosh, Calamus was so worried. Can you bring me to him? Hey, where are you going? How did you know that I was the, Messiah? I don't have the sun with me. Your eyes! Huh? They reminded me of the sun. Oh. That's why you're a Messiah, right? Well, a lot of people back in my home world have eyes like mine. Home world? Yeah. I'm actually from another world, you see. It's a place where the sun is in the sky and not in a tower. Do you like this world too? Yeah. Yay! Calamus keeps saying how this world's getting more dangerous by the minute, but that's okay, you're here now. You can make everything better. Yeah. Hey. How am I gonna tell her? The answer is, I'm not. No sun with me, time to go herd some sheep. Calamus! Alula! You're okay. Thank goodness. I was trapped inside this room and it was really scary, but then the Messiah saved me. Trapped? In the ruins? Yeah. There's that weird stuff in the door. You know, the floating squares you see next to the ocean sometimes? So he told me to stay away from? What? It spread to the ruins now? This isn't good. Don't worry, I didn't touch it. I'm not hurt or anything. Still, if it gets any worse, we might have to find somewhere else to live. What is this square stuff exactly? Bad. Glad to meet you too. I hope you stick around for more streams. Hey, before you go, don't forget to follow. Hit the little follow button. If you want to, that is. But I know sometimes people forget, so, you know. Because you can always come back and hang out more with me later. Anywho. Anything that touches them just sort of gets messed up. Whenever you hear people say the world is decaying, that's what they meant. Obviously, you should avoid them too. I will. Anyway, I can't thank you enough for rescuing my sister, Savior. Just call me Nico. Oh gosh, would it not be rude to call you by name? Huh? Why would it be? I mean, I'm just a kid like you guys. Then would you like to visit our house, Nico? Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yay! Let's go. Oh, shoot. Looks like we can't get past that block. Seriously? I'll be up ahead. I have literally never thought of that. You kind of get used to all the debris after living here for a while. Come on, our house isn't far from here. Okay, this game does have a bit of a sense of humor. So, welcome to our home. No, it's not much, but feel free to make yourself comfortable. Ah, there it is. Here, we want you to have this. Ooh. Oh, a feather. The edges are glowing yellow. It's a sacred feather from the great prophet. Oh? Yeah! She's this old lady our dad used to know. Her feathers can glow in the dark and she can see into the future. What? Or something like that. She gave one of her feathers to Father before she died. Father wanted to pass this down as an heirloom, although it feels more fitting for you to have it. Are you sure? Totally sure. I think that's what Father would have wanted. Thank you. Okay, well, I have something valuable to trade now. Pack room's full of dust and cobwebs. It's a plush toy. That's mine. A friend gave it to me last year. Oh? Yeah, he's a fox too, and she can even talk. What? I know, I thought she was the coolest thing ever. So he got me a fox plush for Solstice Day. Oh, that's nice of him. He's the best. For the record, for this game, if it's not too much trouble, I'm going to be getting all the endings. If I have to play through the entire game again, I will probably do that on my own time. But if there's like branching endings, I will make sure to go through and see them all. By the way, what happened to the sun? I let someone in the ruins. Said she wanted to feel the sun again before she... Oh, you must be talking about Maze. Is that her name? She's a powerful plant spirit. She used to protect the glen, but once the sun died, her health rapidly deteriorated. Oh. I'm glad you're able to find her in time. I think we might already be too late to save her. I know. But I'm glad she got to see the sun again. Hey! I saw you going to the courtyard, so I thought I'd tag along. Same. Look, this is nice. I kind of got sheep to herd, though. Oh. It looks like it used to lead somewhere. Yeah, the sacred grounds. It's been a while since we went there. We don't have a way of getting there now, remember? There isn't a boat and none of us can swim, and... What's the sacred grounds? It's where our people are buried. Sometimes we go there to visit Mom. Well, her grave anyway. Oh. Wait, how do you get there? I thought you said there isn't a boat. Oh, our friend helps us. He has some sort of machine that allows him to fly. Sometimes he takes us along. Like I was about to say, we haven't seen him around for a while. Wonder when he'll come back. I wish we could go see him again, see Mom again. Come on, Alula. Let's go back to the courtyard now. Okay. God, this game is depressing, but also very cute at the same time. Fish! Fish! Fish. Vix would love this game. Oh, are you leaving now? Good luck, Nico. We're leaving you. Are you leaving now? It was nice to meet you. Really. Thanks for everything. Okay. So, well, since I don't have the sun right now, and I don't think I'm going to have another chance to do this, I want to go and herd those sheep. What do y'all think of the game so far, though? I am really enjoying myself. It's a much calmer atmosphere than Monster Hunter, and you know that I'm totally fine with that. But I think this game's really neat. I think the sprite work is very well done. I think the music's great. I think so far the atmosphere has been very immersive. So I'm excited to see what more there is. Alright. I see your hands are now free. Would you like to help me herd my rams? There's a great reward in store for you, I promise. Absolutely! To the south is a peninsula inhabited by my rams. They are all standing in unfortunate spots. You need to move them onto darker moss. If you get stuck, ring a bell and they'll all return to their original positions. Good luck. Ah. I fucked it. Okay, I see what I need to do. Hold on, no, I don't want to do that. So I think I can... There we go. Easy clap. You've provided a great service for all of Ramkind. In return, take this fine ram wool. Oh, thanks. Okay, so I can trade that with Mr. Buddy Boy over here, I bet. Hey, you here to trade? I got something I'd like to trade. You'll take wool, right? What can this wool get me? Wool, huh? I'll get you this fine vial of... I'm not sure what this is, actually. Some sort of fabric dye? Sure. Pleasure doing business. Bottle of dye. So I got the wool, and now I have the dye for said wool. Oh, what is this? It's a staff. Reminds me of the one that Robot from Barons is holding. It's like an altar. Some kind of cloak or shawl. Huh. Very, very curious. I think soon I might I might cut the stream for an hour and come back. Because I'm starting to get kind of hungry and I still have a chore or two I need to do. I'm gonna go... Hold on, so... A long and slender feather with glowing edges. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to the trader and see what he would offer me for that before I do anything. A feather? That's a feather for the late prophet. Or one of the most sacred items there is. How in the world did you get a hold of that? I guess it makes sense for you to have one, you know, with you being the savior and all. Okay. Something to do with this feather. What if I... Okay, well, I think she said the vines would no longer be an issue, so let's see about that. I'm a little tired from walking. Is it alright if I take a nap? Sure. And so it closes. You know, actually, it's probably as good a spot as any to stop for now. Just for the moment. I'll probably be back later either playing this or either playing that or playing some Monster Hunter. But for now, I'm going to cut the stream, take a little break, and yeah. Until later today, I suppose. I'll see y'all around. Bye bye. Oh, hold on. You know, actually, yeah. You know, let's go and I don't have enough people to even consider like a raid, honestly. So, you know, we're just gonna call it here. I'll be back a little later, but for now, I will see y'all then. Bye bye.